the original audio for this video I had to throw out because I realized it wasn't that good. So you're going to see me doing hand movements and stuff that doesn't match up with my voice. But anyway, for this video I'd like to focus on the Creech #1 black and white edition that Greg Capullo released, I want to say in I think it's 97. But this is a really good look at how a comic book comes together. And I always really like the black and whites and or just penciled versions with all the dialogue, because I think it really, I don't know, there's something really cool about it. I'm not really big on books that come out just like this, that this is just all there is, but this is a really awesome look from behind the scenes of the art. Look at the inside cover of that. Oh, missed it. But anyway, the inside cover of that was really, really cool. I always thought that was really unique. I loved how Greg Capullo uses black. I think Danny Mickey is the inker for this issue, but I really like how he uses black a lot to contrast the white, and in the color version it really brings everything out. Again, this is Greg Capullo. I think, like when he was on the top of his game, when he was on his Spawn run, which I still think is one of the best runs an artist can do on a book for the period of time he did it. I mean, he just continued to get better and better as the book went along. And if you ever look at Spawn 100, it's amazing. So there I was kind of pointing out how I loved how you did a silhouette of all black shadows, but you use like the glasses and the hair that kind of highlights and comes out of the shadow. It's really unique way of doing stuff. The same thing down at the bottom of the page when you see the guy running, and you see the shadows and the lines of the wind and the fog cutting through. Is really cool. Really awesome designs on these buildings too. I'm not really sure if this is a futuristic book, but he just really took a lot of liberties on how he was doing the overall look of this book. He didn't worry about it being New York City or something like that, where you have to make it look exactly like it's supposed to be. It's very unique on the buildings. There's a lot of panels and a lot of dialogue in these pages, that's for sure. Again, you can see on the right the heavy contrast to the black and white. It just really brings attention to what you want it to bring attention to. Also, you don't have to draw all that crazy detail that he has in some of these panels, which leads to a page like this, which is a double page spread where you can pour all the detail you want, because you're drawing on two gigantic pages. And the first like real shot you get of the Creech, and it's just amazingly done. The expressions on the faces, look at all the crazy background detail. I mean, I don't even know what that stuff is, but it looks cool. Magnificent. All right, figure it out, Joe. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, there we go. Again, I think this is another example of kind of like the stuff he carried over from Spawn. We have all the dialogue in the middle of the page, and it's not really boxed in or anything, but you have these panels that are heavily outlined with black backgrounds and some cool lighting. Man, look at that picture. That's just one thing about the 90s Image. I mean, they just spared no expense when it came to the awesome poses and dynamic pages they would do. And that is one awesome picture right there. You can see how it's so heavily shadowed, and the white highlights just really make everything pop with the white background and the lightning strike. I know color, this was just awesome looking, but the black and white just gives it a whole nother level. And you can see all the details too, with the cross hatching down at the bottom, the contrast of the white cross hatching and the black cross hatching. It's just fantastic art, and like a freedom in this kind of style. You can tell he had time to do this and he put a lot into it. Pretty standard, couple pages there to move the story along. Again, I think I'm gonna do some videos on the Savage Dragon, Eric Larson's art, and I'm going to point out the same thing of just how artists in the late 90s really knew how to use black to bring out the art and bring out the details and really focus your attention on where they wanted you to, where you wanted it to go. That's a really cool shot right there. Yeah, just, get a chance, find this. I don't know how many of these they printed up, or I found this a long time ago. It's been in my collection, but I wish they made more of these. And if they did make more, and you know of it, comment below and let me know. I'd definitely like to collect more. But I definitely say if you can get a chance, go out and find these. Yeah, there's Danny Mickey, the inks. I want to say that Greg did a Creech Volume 2, where I think he actually inked his own work on that. And I've got that as well. We might go over that. It's not a black and white version, but we might go over that in the future. But, man, just, again, these are some iconic drawings, pictures that will stay with you for a while. I think that might have actually been the cover of number 2 that would be coming out. So, anyway, this was the Creech number 1, black and white edition, Greg Capullo. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to do more in a series like this of black and whites, pencil version, inks versions going forward of different books with different artists. So I appreciate you checking out this video. If you like it, please hit the like, hit subscribe, and go out and buy this book. Couple quick last looks here. Again, just awesome art. So until next time, talk to you all later.